ready to go.
We might have a short explosion.
Unfortunately, the experiment went wrong and the building started to burn. We had an explosion.
We're on the way to laboratory, where we will make some experiments with water electrolysis and pH. So we're having fun here today in Riga Stradins University, where we will be doing an experiment with electrolyzing 12 waters at a time. We have chosen different mineral compositions. Some water is lightly mineralized, some of them is highly mineralized. So with this procedure, we want to show that the water content in each water is completely different, although they look all equal in a glass. This has nothing to do with the water quality. It is very important to understand, because sometimes filter sellers use this procedure to show and to scare you how dirty the water is, but actually it's the mineral content. It has nothing to do with the quality. Then the next step, what we will do is to put pH droplets into the water and see how the colors change. This will also give you a feeling a little bit of the pH, that waters have different pH levels, and the electrolysis will show us the mineral inside, what is inside the water. So the first one is distilled water and very light mineralized water, which will barely react. I think it will have almost no reaction, but we will try to see. So here we can see that the lightly mineralized water with only 35 milligrams per liter of TDS, total dissolved solids, it reacts. This water with no minerals inside, which is distilled water, has no reaction. So we can see that here is almost no colors seen, and it is because the water is very lightly mineralized and it has a very low electrical conductivity. So the higher the mineral composition, the higher the electrical conductivity. The next water is 340 and 250. Both of them are also lightly mineralized, so water is for every day, so to say. And here we can observe that there is already a little bit more of reaction going on. Some yellow colors turn up and maybe a little bit green. The first one, I think we can already switch off while we are observing the second one. So this one was 260, this is 140. So very light mineralized waters, both. I think we can go to the next one. This will be a bit more interesting color-wise, because on the left side we have 500 milligrams and the right side we have 800 milligrams per liter mineralization. Yes, and here is the reaction going on already much faster. We can see that there are going on a lot of bubbles and the color is starting to appear also. A little bit of green. This one we will switch off, because here we can clearly see that it has already reacted, and the more minerals are inside, the more reaction we get. So we will stay on these colors here, 800 milligrams and 500 milligrams. The darker it gets, the more mineral content is in the water. This is what we can see and get an approximate feeling of that all the waters are transparent, but the mineral composition is absolutely different. And of course it has an impact on our health. Some of them have more magnesium, sodium, potassium, and so on. So we can use, knowing the mineral effect on our health, we can use them as medicine. So now we will continue our experiment with putting pH droplets into the water. I wanted to remind you that all of these waters are bought in a grocery store. They're all drinkable, they're all bottled water, and actually one of my favorites is this one with the green. But now we will check the pH, how the water reacts with the pH drops. So we'll put in each. Yellow means approximately 6, pH 6, we can put a little bit more to have more bright colors. So dark blue is pH 9 and approximately 10. This water is carbonated. This should have a different color also. Here we can see green. Yellow means 5, pH 5. So this one would be about 7 and 8, pH 7 and 8. It turns dark blue. This one is green. Green means approximately pH 7, 7 between 8. This one is bluish, greenish yellow. It means almost 6. And these two are also greenish. It means about 7 and 8. In this experiment, we don't want to show exactly how much is the pH. We just want to show that every water reacts completely differently, and if we look closer to them, they are all completely with different colors. Some of them is more blue, some of them is darker blue, more purple color. So that means that the water is more alkaline. The more acidic waters would turn into yellow, or neutral would be close to green. Blue is already about 8 and 7. Yellow means 5. And none of them turned red. Red is pH 3. Okay. So here we can get another visual feeling of the waters, that they are all completely different. In each bottle, every water is completely different, and it has a different impact on our health. And knowing the benefits of the minerals, of the mineral composition that water contains, we can make better our hydration performance. So we have finished our great experiment where we have visualized how the water content inside the water looks like. Some of them, as you can observe, turn into green, blue. That means that each water has completely different pH level, and each of the waters also contain absolutely different mineral composition, which means that every mineral water in the bottle is completely different, although they look all almost equal and transparent. But by knowing that each mineral composition benefits, you can higher your hydration performance and get the best out of the water, what you can even not imagine. Every water has completely different impact on our health. And choose water in PickAqua. So today we're having here Professor Elena Krasilnikova from Riga Stradins University in Latvia, based in Latvia, and we will ask a few questions about water. We were doing today electrolysis experiment in the laboratory, and we had also distilled water. So could you give us an opinion about, we have heard a lot of different opinions. Distilled water should be consumed. Some of them say it's completely aggressive and it takes out minerals from you. What do you think about drinking distilled water? Should it be consumed or in short periods? What is exactly happening with the distilled water?
Because yes, we use distilled water in laboratory only for the experimental work. Yes, because it doesn't contain the different toxical compounds, yes, toxins. But for people, it is not so healthy. Yes, you can use distilled water in very small amount, like the detoxification. But right, you are for removing of some toxic compounds. But optimal period, it's not more than 1 week.
Not more than 1 week.
Yes.
And at the same time, probably you should also consume minerals to get them back, to be more sure that you don't damage your health condition?
Of course, yes, because you decrease the normal secretion of gastrointestinal tract, yes, and also remove the normal micro and macro elements who needs for the normal digestion process, yes, and so for normal metabolism.
So not more than 1 week would be
Yes, it's
okay for the detoxification. Okay. So we had another 12 waters there with different mineral compositions. Some of them were lightly mineralized, some of them were heavily mineralized with completely different mineral compositions. What do you think? Can water have an impact on our health and give us some benefits with the mineral content that is inside the water?
Of course, because water by the international classification is 6 necessary components for the normal metabolical process in the human. Yes, and if you have the good mineral water with good quality and rich by the many elements, it's only good, only a big plus, because we have not enough essential minerals in the organs. It's known well also, and many special supplements, yes, special caplets, special fluid solution contains the minerals, but easier way and more physiological way if you use them by the water, by the normal mineral water drink regime per day.
So every water could have an impact on our health if we know how exactly to use it, the mineral composition and all what is in the water. If we know how to use it, then it could have an impact on our health.
Yes, we can say that all types of mineral water as well, but only one point maybe. Big discussion or question about the sodium amount. Yes, so high level of sodium can a little increase the blood pressure. It's known well.
So it would be good for those who are with low blood
yes,
pressure.
and can lead to the edema, yes, to the retention of water. But we need sodium, we need natrium for the normal brain activity.
Yes.
And first symptom of poor memory and like the bad feeling and sleepiness also depend on sodium in the central nervous system. It is one aspect, and also sodium amount of sodium also regulate our HCl, chloric acid synthesis. Yes, needs for the normal protein digestion processes. It's known well also, and it's known well. Maybe it's interesting for people that in our condition, in our climate, we need 12 grams of table salt. No, it's also sodium ions also 12 grams per day. It's normal dose. And critical for the nervous system is 5 grams per dose. Yes, and less than it can lead to the irreversible process. Yes, in our brain.
So yeah, water could be also something where we get the sodium inside from the water.
Yes, but we can check. Yes, what is the maybe most point what we can check in the mineral water is the sodium amount only.
And on the other hand, for kids, also it is known that the sodium has to be lower than 20 milligrams per liter, which is almost nothing.
Well, you know it's better than I am.
Yes. So you can find those kid waters in PickAqua. Okay, thank you for this nice conversation and supporting us here in the university and giving us the lab to work, and hope to see you very soon, and I'm sure that we will have very interesting conversations regarding water.
Okay, thank you.
So today we finished our first episode. We had a lot of fun in Riga Stradins University with all those people running out from the building with the smoke inside and with the alarm going on. But I have to tell you honestly, it wasn't our fault. It was a training day of the university, how people should act if there is something wrong with the building. So everybody was safe and everything is okay. Please follow us on our channels on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Like us everywhere. Invite people who should start to know more about water. Water is a very interesting thing. We will be going very, very deep talking about differences of water, about the mineral compositions, how they react on our bodies. We will talk about different interesting mysticism things and what is proven, what is not proven, why water burns, and it can even burn till 100% more active while it's full moon. So many interesting facts we'll be talking about. Please join our water lover community, download the app and start to raise your hydration performance. It was Dan Volevah. Thanks for watching and see you later. Bye.
Find the most suitable water for your hydration needs. Sports, beauty, digestion, water for your kids. Low in nitrates, uranium, radium, and many other substances. Or simply water for everyday life. PickAqua. Inspired by life-giving liquid. Choose the water, not the bottle. Drink smart. PickAqua. Available on the App Store and Google Play.